All right, ladies and gentlemen, guys, we'd like to welcome you to the show. This is your host of the evening, DJ Just Jay with Just Diamond TNT. I'm here to bring you guys a pretty unique story. It's kind of sad, but as you guys know, that we advocate for children first here on this channel. And what we're here to talk about is a family dynamic that I believe is broken. We're going to talk about some things that are not going to sit well with your sensibilities. As you guys know, that we talk about some things that are pretty polarizing, and sometimes people can't handle it. So what they tend to do, they tend to flaggy the channel. And all I ask for you guys to do is not to flaggy the channel. I just ask for you guys to hit that red X in the top right corner. Just exit the video. There's no need to harass us here, but we're going to continue to keep talking about these things because they matter. So here's the story. Now, there was a mother, and I want you guys to make sure and catch this. This is a mother and daughter duo. And I want you guys to make sure and point out what we are actually missing in this story, okay? As we talk about this, because you guys should know, but here we go. There was a mother and daughter that was arrested on Monday for allegedly killing 5 family members in their Pennsylvania apartment who the mother claims all wanted to die. Quote, unquote. I'm going to read that again. Shout out to my brother Relationship Rehab. Y'all make sure and check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Guys, the mother claimed that they wanted to die. Does that not sound psychotic? That sounds like mental illness. That sounds like, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but it's really crazy, okay? Now, I want to thank everybody that sent this story because I think it was about 7 different people that sent me this story, even some people that follow up, and I appreciate you guys being patient. And I'm just like, I had no idea that many people sent this same exact story. This pertains to a woman by the name of Shayna Decree. And I'm going to get her picture up on the screen for you guys in a little bit. The mother is age 45. She looks like she's about 60 in the face. But they say black don't crack. But this face here is a face that has been through some wars and some things that are pretty difficult in life. This face right here, that one. The face over there, on the other hand, on the other side, is 19-year-old Dominique Decree, and that's D-E-C-R-E-E, age 19. While she's over there looking like a... Let me not start today. Let me not start, okay? Because I'm definitely going to get flagged. My last video got flagged. Let me stop getting myself in trouble, all right? Now, allegedly, they carried out a killing spree in their 2-bedroom apartment in Morrisville, Pennsylvania, about 30 miles northeast of Philadelphia. I want you guys to post in the chat when y'all see something that doesn't make sense. You see something that is off. I'm going to read that part again. 5 family members were killed in their apartment. So that means if 2 people carried out this murder, then what that means is that there were 7 people total in a 2-bedroom apartment. Has anybody caught that yet? Or am I just telling you something that you already kind of figured out? If not, let's keep going, all right? Now, police discovered the apartment in disarray with a gruesome scene during a wellness check Monday afternoon around 4 p.m. local time because somebody saw something, they said something, and Department of Children's Services or Family Services, whatever it is, called the police to do a welfare check, and they ended up finding this, right? Okay? Now, the victims were identified as Shayna Decree's children. Her own children. Now, I'm going to point something out that I point out to you guys all the time. What do I tell you guys? Women in these decrepit situations, in these homes that look like crap, they always end up having these babies for the benefits that they can collect from them. Told you guys that these type of women, hashtag not all, these type of women that are all too common in the black community, there are way too many of them. They tend to have these children not because they love them, not because they care about them, not because they want to create a legacy. They have them because the government say, and the leftists and the liberals say that we're going to give you this and the Democrats going to give you that. If you continue to keep pumping out these children, we're going to pump more benefits into you. They are compensating bad ass behavior. You guys catch that? They're compensating bad behavior. All right? Now, these are the same people that we call our queens. These are the same people that we say to uplift in the community, right? Uplift these people in the community while these people continue to tear down the legacy, our children, our future, right? Her own children by the names of Naa'Irah. Guys, I'm not making this up. It's spelled N-A-A apostrophe I-R-A-H. How in the hell do you pronounce that? Naa'Irah? Naa'Irah? I'm sorry, it's a bad thing that we do when we give our children these impossibly difficult names and it automatically labels us as hood. It's not a good thing. Naa'Irah Smith, who was age 25. Keep in mind, you have a 25-year-old so far living in a 2-bedroom house or apartment. You have a 45-year-old living in a 2-bedroom apartment. You have a 19-year-old in a 2-bedroom apartment. That's already too many. That's 3 grown women. Now, then you have Damon or Damon, however you say it, D-A-M-O-N. I'm sure that's probably Damon Decree Jr., age 13. That's 4. As well as her sister, Jamila Campbell, age 42. Now you have 4 adults so far. Then you have Campbell's 9-year-old twin daughters, Imani and Erica Allen. Top it off, we got 7 people in this house, 4 of them being grown. Does anybody see a problem with this situation? I'm going to throw something else out there because I don't know if you guys will be able to tell by these photos. It's actually crazy because you would think that if you had 4 grown-ass people, age 19, age 45, age 25, and age 42, what kind of place should they be living in? If you take 4 separate incomes and put them together, you should have a very nice $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 house, right? You would think. No. You want to know where they were living? Let me see if I can get this screenshot on here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this very well. This is where these broads were living. Do you see the stains on the door? I mean, do you see that? Look at this. This is where they live. 4 grown women. And you mean to tell me that even the economy is bad and all that stuff? I get it. I hear you. Times is hard. Jobs are hard to come by. But I'm just saying, guys, god damn. I can understand if one person taking care of children maybe can't afford to do better, but you have 2, then you have 3, then you have 4. And this is the thing I want you guys to think about this. How about this? How about the fact that you have a 45 and a 42-year-old hearing about the next 15 to 20 years or so should be retiring. So if they already can't afford shit now, what do you think that they're going to be able to afford as they get older? You think that they're going to eventually work their way into something? Possibly. But what are the chances if you have a 45 and a 42-year-old already set in their ways and already living in filth and poverty? And now they're bringing the children through this. And they're experiencing this. And they're teaching them no level of responsibility, no level of accountability, and not stressing education, owning businesses, owning properties, none of this stuff. We worried about getting our hair done, getting our nails done, getting the latest bags, the latest shoes, we got to make sure we show up to school in Jordans and things like that that don't matter. We're worried about the cosmetics as opposed to the aesthetics. We're more worried about the cosmetics instead of the aesthetics. The aesthetics do matter because they live in squalor. It's absolutely ridiculous, okay? Now, let me keep going because this is according to Buck County's District Attorney Office, okay? Now, Campbell's 17-year-old son, Joshua Campbell, whose whereabouts were unknown on Monday evening, he has been located and he's safe. according to Bucks County District Attorney's Office. I'm going to read that part again, and I want y'all to tell me what's wrong with that. Campbell's 17-year-old son, Josh Campbell, whose whereabouts were unknown Monday evening, has been located and is safe, according to the Bucks County District Attorney's Office. What's wrong with that? Anybody catch it? If you caught it, type it in the chat. I want to see what you guys got to say. Did anybody catch what I just said? We're going for the grand prize. I want to see if anybody caught this. If you guys are watching this on the replay, then you tell me in the chat if you were able to catch the fact that we just added a 17-year-old person to this equation. 5, 6, 7, 8 people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. Guys, we're not even close to getting started. And there's already more to this because there's other people that are missing in this story. Who else is missing in this story? You now have a total of 8 people. Now, with age 17 is pretty much grown. You almost have 5 grown-ass people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. 8 people total. Hashtag, thank you, Amy Okami. She got it. Y'all see that? Right there at the bottom. Hashtag, where are the fathers? None. Is this, I mean, we keep talking about this sliver, right? We keep hearing that this is a sliver. It can't be the whole entire black community, right? But how is it that every time we take a look at these stories, there's never a father in the home? There's always a gaggle of kids, no father. It matters. It absolutely matters. Why? Because you would also have to ask, why did this mother and the daughter kill off almost the entire family, and the only reason they didn't get the 17-year-old because the motherfucker wasn't there? One has to ask these questions. The responsible community, us, we ask these questions because it is pertinent. It is pertinent to this situation. Because there is something missing, and there has to be a reason why this mother didn't value the lives of her own family members. Let's keep talking about this. Now, he was not at the apartment at the time of the murders, Buck County County District Attorney Matthew Weintraub said, and he told the reporters on Tuesday. Now, there are no other suspects at this point, but I'm sure they're probably going to keep investigating up until this thing is closed out. Now, they say this: I feel very confident that we have the 2 killers locked up that committed these atrocious murders, he added. 8 people, including both of the suspects, were residing in the small apartment, according to Weintraub. Authorities have not disclosed a motive nor the causes of death. The case is still under investigation. So that means that these broads are in jail and they ain't talking about what the fuck they did. That's crazy. All right. Now, he said they're working on some theories, but it wouldn't be fair for him to speculate. So he ain't going to, but I damn sure will. All right. Now, during questioning, Shayna Degree told police that everyone at the apartment, quote, wanted to die. Now, you tell me that broad is not sick in the head. Let me get her picture back up on the screen so y'all can understand. See if I can get her picture right there on the screen. This woman said she told police that everybody at the apartment wanted to die. Look her in the face. Look at her mouth. She looks like she was probably foaming at the mouth. Something is definitely wrong with her. And she has access to children, but you wonder why I keep clamoring the fact that the fathers need to be given an opportunity to be fathers. Fathers need to be given a shot at custody. Because if you didn't want these people to live that bad, then maybe the fathers would have given a damn to be able to try to take care of them, right? She told them they all wanted to die according to the affidavit of probable cause. So that's in the paperwork. Now, Dominique Decree, the 17-year-old who had visible injuries on her neck, asked police if her family was alive and repeatedly advised her wish to die. The 19-year-old said, repeatedly advised her wish to die. That's according to the affidavit. Okay? Now, as you guys come in, do me a favor. Please hit the thumbs up. It'll share the show and let other people know that we're live. If you guys would, please share, please share. Hit that thumbs up. Miss June Bennett is letting you guys know what to do. Just look down at the bottom, hit the thumbs up, make it blue for me, all right? Now, this is a terrible tragedy. I just spoke with the family of the 5 deceased, and they were heartbroken. Weintraub told reporters at a press conference late Monday night, I wish I had better news to report. Now, Shayna Decree, the mother, was arraigned early Tuesday morning and is being held without bail. Good for her. Now, her daughter is expected to be arraigned later in the day, so I'm assuming if she had something to do with this, she probably don't deserve no bail either. That's my opinion, okay? Now, they each face 5 counts of criminal homicide and 1 count of conspiracy to commit criminal homicide, according to the Bucks County District Attorney's Office. I wanted to come out here, Weintraub said, and make sure that everybody knew that the people that committed these atrocious acts are now in custody and will be made to pay for their crimes. Now, it's unclear at this point if they have attorneys. I don't really give a shit if they don't. I say take the public defender so that they can bury y'all ass in jail. I like the sound of that. I don't know what you guys think about that. Now, the community of these people came together Wednesday night to remember and honor the lives of the 5 family members found dead in the apartment earlier in the week. Now, it was standing room only inside the house of worship with heavy hearts, and the community came together to grieve and pray. Everybody is heartbroken, said Angela Lomax. Prayer can lift your spirits. Prayer can take anger and bitterness out of your heart, and prayer is the answer to all things, and God is the answer to all things. This is coming from Kim Dunkston. Now, let me go back. That's the photo that I want you guys to see right there. That is rusting apart. Do you guys see that balcony? It looks like it was built in the 1920s. Ridiculous. Could you imagine what that apartment probably smells like? Could you imagine what kind of pests and bugs are probably running around there? It's literally falling apart. I wanted to show you guys that picture right there. Now, let's keep talking about this. Everybody's sad, and it's a sad story that you don't hear too often, Pierre Laguerre said. The community prayer service was held at Morrisville United Methodist Church. 5 candles were lit, and a moment of silence were held for each victim whose life was cut short. They quote, "He's such a nice boy," Julie Sharing said, who was a former camp administrator for Damon, and the whole family, "I'm just surprised. I can't wrap my head around it." They gathered as a community, hoping to mend broken hearts, and it's time to come together, and help the immediate family get through this, Lomax said. So police are still working to determine a motive for the killings, and the mother and daughter suspects were denied bail. But why should they ever be given bail? So they can finish off the job? I don't know. But let's go ahead and get this fair usage showing so I can go ahead and share just a little bit more of this wild story. Y'all hit that thumbs up while y'all are watching, okay? Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And I also have one of the family members come out and spoke, so I'm going to show you guys that, okay?
Action News cameras are at the Robert Morris Apartments on West Bridge Street in Morrisville. So are dozens of police from Morrisville and other agencies. They've got a fateful question to answer. What killed the 5 people found dead early tonight on a bedroom floor? It is...
I got a donation real quick. I need to read this one off, and I want to say thank you. Didn't leave a chat name in here, but this is coming from Esther S. So, Esther, if you're watching the show, please shout yourself out in the chat so I can show you some love back in return. I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for that, for supporting the show. Also, shout out to my guy, Jimmy D.
Monday night, and the big story on Action News tonight is breaking news from Bucks County, a huge mystery over 5 suspicious deaths. Action News reporter Dan Cuellar is live at the scene. Dan, what have you been able to find out?
Well, Jim, the news got worse here less than an hour ago. First, police thought they had 4 bodies inside a ground floor apartment here at the Robert Morris complex. Then the Morrisville Borough Police Chief updated me to tell me they found yet another body. 5 bodies inside the apartment. They are all being called suspicious deaths. And then we have 2 other women who were inside of the apartment who were rushed to the hospital in unknown condition, but they're still alive. A neighbor and friend of the victims was hysterical upon arriving on scene here in the
What the hell was that? I'm not trying to poke fun at this woman, but what the hell is that? The cameras come out and the acting lessons come out also? Like, what the hell is that? I'm sorry, guys. I might be being an asshole. I'm going to replay that again.
But they're still alive. A neighbor and friend of the victims was hysterical upon arriving on scene here in the
Oh, Lord Jesus. Come on, black folks. When the cameras come out, the waterworks come out.
Hospital in unknown condition, but they're still alive.
God.
A neighbor and friend of the victims was hysterical upon arriving on scene here in the 200 block of West Bridge. Earlier, someone had asked police to do a wellness check on the people in the ground floor apartment after they had not been seen in a while. Police now say they found 5 people dead in a bedroom. 2 other women found in the apartment breathing with a pulse and rushed to the hospital.
Oh God, I told them of it.
A neighbor who lives next door says a woman in her 40s lives.
Yeah, she said something. I told something. I didn't quite hear what she said.
Dead in a bedroom. 2 other women found in the apartment breathing with a pulse and rushed to the hospital.
Oh God, I told them of it.
A neighbor who lives next door says a woman in her
I don't know quite what she said. Maybe you guys will have to dissect that for me. I'm not sure.
40s lives there with her children, a 14 and 21-year-old adult.
We minister, the word of God and things like that, but I haven't talked to her in a week, and that's kind of crazy.
Some neighbors say they
Why is it that whenever something happens, we have our sisters are the only ones being heard? There are no men. Do you guys not find that odd? Tommy talks about this all day and all night. It is relevant. It's very pertinent. Because it's weird that if women are supposed to be supported, uplifted, and protected, then why is it that they're standing on the front lines all the damn time, or at least portrayed that way? It's weird. So you got a woman pastor out there talking about what they out there doing. Listen to this again.
21-year-old adult.
We minister, the word of God and things like that, but I haven't talked to her in a week.
You see, those are 2 people from the news station. Ain't got nothing to do with this story, but yet you have the leader of the community, this woman, Nicole Owens, talking about she leading prayer service. Hashtag, where are any men at all? Where are any of them? Don't tell me that every single time they are running off, there are no good men out there. Come on, ladies. I'm sorry. Like, if you know that all men are bad, then you can't keep making the excuse that you keep procreating with dudes that ain't nothing. Like, we can't keep creating this excuse. It's dumb. It's not getting us anywhere.
And that's kind of crazy.
Some neighbors say they thought it was
Damn right it's crazy.
odd that the trash was piling up outside their apartment door and had not been carried to the dumpster because they were very diligent about doing so. And neighbors say they hadn't noticed any movement coming in and out of the apartment in the hours leading up to the discovery.
It's creepy. I've been living here over 20 years. I've never seen anything like this before.
You see that? More mothers with kids, no fathers.
It's creepy. I've been living here over 20 years.
See the little girl right here? See the little kid? Another mother, no man. Let's keep going.
I've never seen anything like this before.
I want to know what's going on because it really hurts. Like, it really hurts. Like, 4 people, 2 people, 1 person, it don't even matter. We need to know what's going on in our community.
You want to know what's going on in your community? All of these women continue to keep having babies for the benefits that they can collect from them. And we are not asking the men to make a commitment to these women before you lay down and sleep with them and procreate and make children. That's the fucking problem. I've been telling you guys this. It's simple as pie. And I don't know why we make it seem like this is some type of quadratic equation or something like that. It's not that complicated. It's really not. Don't blame white supremacy. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame the government. Stop blaming Donald Trump for all your damn problems, because this has been going on way before Donald Trump was in office. This ain't got nothing to do with him at all. This has to do with these people's bad choices. Why can't we say it's y'all fault? When men mess up, we can say it's our fault. We can take that blame. We accept that blame. But it takes two to play this game, right?
We need to know that we safe.
And tonight, the crime scene has really grown with all sorts of equipment that has arrived on location as they continue to process the scene. Just a few moments ago, the Bucks County DA and the Morrisville Borough Police Chief pulled out of here to go and brief family members of the victims. They're at the Morrisville Borough Police Department as we speak now. So this is
Well, a prayer service will be held in Bucks County tonight for the family of 5 family members who were found murdered in their apartment.
Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do is live outside the apartment complex in Morrisville, where there is a growing memorial for the victims. Trang, good morning.
Well, good morning, Rahel and Jim. This community is just heartbroken and stunned over this tragedy. Throughout the day yesterday, family, friends, and even strangers have come by here to offer condolences and add to this growing memorial the loss of the youngest victims hitting everyone hardest of all. A community in mourning over the deaths of 5 members of one family, killed, police say, by their own flesh and blood. The loss of the youngest victims, the most difficult to grasp.
My heart, I couldn't breathe, to be honest.
Destiny.
Wow. Wow. Come on, guys. Come on. What do y'all see in this picture? What do y'all see in this picture? Come on, man. It's funny because I've been listening to Tommy for so long, and I can't even watch news the same anymore. I really can't, because every time I see it, I see something that he talks about, and it's almost kind of like you would think that they're doing this intentionally. Like they're showing only these people, like they might have had interviews from all kind of men and might have just rejected and say, you know what? No, we're just going to put this particular narrative out there. That's how prevalent this is. The fact that the only people they talk to are the people that are continuing to perpetuate this exact circumstance. A hat on top of a hat, and then one that's got the RoboCop going on over there. What's his name? Murphy. Got the Murphy going on over there. Golly, come on, man. Come on. Can't be for real. Every time. It's
youngest
always,
victim.
It's always our sisters. Come on, man.
It's the most difficult to grasp.
My heart, I couldn't breathe, to be honest.
Destiny Harris is still reeling over the fact that she will never see her.
Wow. Damn. Look at this. Look how long that weave is. Jeez. How long you think that's been sitting on her head? Y'all can get mad and say that, oh yeah, you bringing up things that Tommy talks about all the time. Well, why the hell should I not? We're Soto Nation. We ought to be able to talk about these things that we see together because we're family. We're people. Tommy is my brother, of course. We're going to share a lot of similar sentiments. That's the way it should be. She has on this long weave. They live in the hood in the most decrepit situations, and they are continuing to invest their money into things that don't matter, that are not going to enhance their children or their community or their future. That's why we continue to talk about this. So there's your answer if you want to know. Let's keep going.
Never see her twin 9-year-old half-sisters, Amani and Erica, again.
They were great kids, and they were smart, and they loved everyone. They were the greatest kids.
Police sources say Shanna Decree and her daughter Dominique strangled the twins and 3 other family members inside their Morrisville apartment. A Bucks County Children and Youth Services worker doing an unannounced wellness check discovered the bodies Monday afternoon. The women told police the family, even the children, agreed to a suicide pact, an explanation authorities are not buying.
When you have 2 9-year-olds involved, 2 9-year-olds can't make that decision.
The twins' mother, Jamila Campbell, was also killed. The other 2 victims were siblings Naa'Irah Smith, 25, and Damon Decree, who was just 13 years old.
I'm curious to know why there were so many grown people underneath one roof. We're not talking about a house. We're talking about an apartment. That many incomes, and nobody can produce anything better than a 2-bedroom apartment. Where does everybody sleep? Let's keep going. Let's hear what this white woman got to say. Tell me, white lady, what you got to say about this?
Damon has been my best friend for as long as I can remember.
Taylor Walmsley was one of several of Damon's Morrisville Middle School classmates who stopped by a memorial set up outside the apartment where he was killed.
I knew that maybe if he's looking up at me from there.
Oh, man. How sad is that? Let me see how old that boy was. Let me see. He was 13. So if he's 13, he had to have been, let me see. Because I was driving at 16, sophomore, 15. So he's like, what, 7th grade, I guess? 7th grade? She looked like she really, really cared about that boy. That's sad. Let's keep going.
Then he knows that I'm here for him.
And a
Wow.
prayer service is scheduled for tonight at 7 p.m. at Morrisville United Methodist Church. In the meantime, Shanna and Dominique Decree both face 5 counts of homicide. They are being held at the county jail on no bond.
And I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to back this up again right here. This young girl right here. This is what I have to say about this. They say it's the white man that I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here. I'm going to say that again. Shout out to Tupac, because I just listened to Only God Can Judge Me Now yesterday. They say the white man I should fear, but guess who killed this whole family? Their own kind. The only ones doing all the killing here. Not the racist police. Not the racist president. Your own mother and sibling. Put that into perspective. Can we put that in the crack pipe and smoke it today? Let's go ahead and keep going.
This morning, Bucks County prosecutors are charging a mother and daughter with killing 5 of their family members.
Police making a wellness check discovered the bodies inside an apartment in Morrisville. That's where Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do has the latest now on the investigation. Trang, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rahel and Jim. The mother, Shanna Decree, was arraigned right around 3:30 this morning, and we are told her daughter, Dominique Decree, is still in the hospital and will be arraigned once she is released. Both women face charges of 5 counts of criminal homicide and 1 count of conspiracy. But take a look. This is the scene here. This is where the bodies were found yesterday, and you can see that it remains taped off with a number of crime scene units still on the scene as this investigation continues. Right now, police are not yet revealing how the 5 people were killed, nor a possible motive for all of this. But just after 4 p.m., officers performing a wellness check at the Robert Morris Apartments on West Bridge Street discovered the 5 bodies in a first floor.
Look how nasty that is. Golly, man. Like, I don't even understand how that's even legal to live there.
Bedroom, and the body showed no signs of trauma.
I know trash cans that probably make better homes than that. I'm not even trying to make a joke out of this. I've seen trash cans that probably would make better places to live than this.
Bucks County District Attorney Matt Weintraub says Decree, aged 45, and her daughter, 19-year-old Dominique, were rushed to the hospital but were soon developed as suspects. Now, the victims include Shayna Decree's 25-year-old daughter, Naa'Irah Smith, Decree's 13-year-old son, Damon Decree Jr., Decree's 42-year-old sister, Jamila Campbell, and Campbell's twin 9-year-old daughters, Amani and Erica Allen.
This is a terrible tragedy. Just spoke with the family of all 5 of the deceased, and we're all heartbroken.
Let me go ahead and get his interview up real quick. I'm gonna speed this up, and then I'm gonna let you guys hear from their actual from the actual family member. So I'm gonna let you guys hear from this guy right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. While you guys are here, we almost got about 200 people. Hit the thumbs up, please. While y'all are here, just scroll down, hit the thumbs up. I need to make sure that you guys can hear this. It's only playing through one side.
We've been there since 4 p.m. yesterday, and frankly, we're still trying to sort everything out. I can confirm that we have 2 suspects in custody. They are a mother and a daughter. Shayna Decree is 45 years old. She is the mother. Dominique Decree is her 19-year-old daughter. They are both from Morrisville, and that apartment complex was their residence. They were in apartment unit S5 at 200 West Bridge Street. They are now charged with 5 counts each of criminal homicide and 1 count each of criminal conspiracy to commit those homicides. We do have affidavits and criminal complaints available. They will be made available to you electronically on Crime Watch, and we can make paper copies available if you need. The mother, Shayna Decree, was arraigned very early this morning at 3:30 in the morning, and she is now being held on her charges without bail because of the potential of the first-degree murder conviction. Dominique Decree's arraignment is expected shortly after this news conference by video. I understand that she still may be receiving medical treatment, but she is in fact locked up and being watched by police on a 24-hour watch. We anticipate that her bail also will be no bail because of the non-bailable nature of first-degree murder.
Guys, do me a favor. All I'm asking is that if we can get just like 20 or 30 more people to just please hit the thumbs up. I don't know why people are being so stubborn and they won't just look down at their screen and see if you click the thumbs up. Please click the thumbs up. We've only had a couple people donate to the show. Outside of that, I feel like everybody that's watching should at least click the thumbs up. Please click the thumbs up. Thank you.
It's fair to release right now the names of the victims of this unspeakable tragedy. Naa'Irah Smith is one of Shayna Decree's children. She is 25. Damon Decree Jr. is 13. And Shayna Decree's sister is also a victim of homicide. She is Jamila Campbell, age 42. And Jamila Campbell's twin daughters, Erica and Amani Allen, age 9, are also victims. This investigation is ongoing. It will be some time before we can determine all of their causes of death. They've all been brought to the coroner. I would like to share one bit of good news. As of late last night, we were looking for another occupant of that apartment, the young man Joshua Campbell, who is the son of the victim Jamila Campbell. We have found him alive, and he is safe from harm.
Only reason he lived was because he wasn't there.
I am sure that you're going to ask me why this has occurred and what the motivation is. And as confusing as it was last night, we are no closer to understanding that in the harsh light of day. We will continue to pursue every lead and to work this case to its just conclusion. I expect that will be a long and laborious process. But we will always keep Naa'Irah, Damon, Jamila, Erica, and Imani first and foremost in our minds and our hearts as we work to get justice for them. There's not much more that I can say. Thank you.
All right, we're going to cut it right there. That's beautiful, and that's close enough. Now what I'm going to do is I just want to know what you guys think. This is the family member, and I'm going to show this real quick. We've already given the fair usage, so this will probably be most people's first time hearing this footage, okay? Please hit the thumbs up, share the show, hit the thumbs up. Here is one of the family members speaking out. This is about a 5-minute video. Listen to what she has to say. Here we go.
I just feel like there needs to be some facts released and there needs to be some understanding as to what is happening. I'm Toya M. Nelson with your Finesse Tip Fridays, and since I'm supposed to do a Finesse Tip Friday every Friday, but we got some crazy stuff going on, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this Finesse Tip right now.
Hold on, let me fast forward past this.
That they needed to be cooped up in the house and took over and created this their home and was a spirit.
Here we go.
Spirit, because what happened to my little cousins, Dominique and Damon and Naa'Irah, and what happened to Shayna and what happened to Jamila and her twins, what happened was a spirit entered their home, entered their body, entered their spirits, and took over and created this just, I guess they were like in a cult. They were studying, what they were studying was, they had a lot of similarities to what Hebrew Israelites study. They were calling God Yah. They were saying that you had demons and devils in you if you weren't studying Yah and if you weren't following Yah. They were saying that they needed to be cooped up in the house and away from everybody and that the world was ending.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, but if these people believe in God and Yahweh and all of this type of stuff, you know, like they say that they are, then one would have to ask, how beneficial is it to follow a religion that would cause you to kill most of your entire immediate family, including your own children? Like, what kind of religion is that? Come on, man. You can't be that damn dumb. Like, it's like they want to blame, like, they just want to blame all their problems on something else. No accountability. Thank you, Davon. No accountability. Here we go. Let's keep going. This is one of the family members. Listen up.
They were like giving people spiritual baths and speaking in tongues. It wasn't even tongues. It was like some other kind of blibber jabber kind of tone. They were cutting everybody off and didn't want to have anything to do with their family. So 3 weeks ago, we found out all of this was happening. And
y'all want to talk about a cult? All them people that be making videos about my brother Tommy, all the ones that have said a lot of negative stuff about me, talking about we're followers and talking about we're zombies. What y'all got to say about this? Why don't y'all talk about something that actually matters? Every day they're on the internet talking about each other and things that don't matter, that don't make a bit of difference. But when you have a real cult right in front of your face, and all of you guys have seen this news headline, oh, we're just not going to talk about a real cult. Very interesting. Cults that are actually murdering and killing innocent people, murdering children that cannot speak for themselves and cannot defend themselves. At least some of them could not. The twins could not. You had a 9-year-old twins that could not, and the 13-year-old, I'll give him credit and say that he probably couldn't defend himself, nor should he have had to. We're not going to talk about this cult though, but it's okay. I'll talk about it. It's cool. I got it. I got this.
So 3 weeks ago, we found out all of this was happening, and a lot of us called CPS, Child Protective Services in Buck County, and reported what was happening and told them so that they needed to go do wellness checks. This was 3 weeks ago. They just did a wellness check yesterday. They just returned my phone call yesterday, and I called them 3 weeks ago. February 3rd, I believe it was, is when I called Bucks County and told them that those children were hibernating in a house with their parents and that Shayna was keeping them hibernated in a house. and Nene was hibernating in the house, and Dominique was hibernating in the house, and they're adults as well. So like, it had to be some type of spiritual demonic entity that took over their minds.
And we saw and heard all of this, and we said nothing. What's our mantra? If you see something, say something. Somehow, somebody knew that this was an ongoing thing, spoke on this ongoing thing, and didn't report it. We just let this go for all this time, and now all these people is dead at the hands of their own. Let's keep going.
Just kind of led them into this because these were sweet people. Dominique is a sweet girl. She was, while this was happening, this was kind of like something that took, it was almost like an overnight thing. But at first they had been studying this and they had been learning different languages. And at first you like, oh, okay, they just learning a different language. But
this is not an overnight thing. Come on, man. Come on.
Then when they start to hide in the house and hibernate and just try to just cut off contact with everybody else, then you like, hold on, wait, something ain't right. So then you call in the police and you get the police to come over there. The police go over there and do a wellness check. When the police walked in there, they came out and said, oh, they just eating cereal. But he did look like something was weird. And he says nothing he could do about anything because he can't remove Nene, he can't remove Dominique, and because they are adults. And we said, well, what about the children? He's like, well, they seem to be okay. Everybody seems to be okay. I'm just confused as to, this was the first time that they were called. The police was called over there. I called Bucks County after that. Bucks County Child Protective Services. I called them after that and told them the police went over there and did a wellness check, but I just still feel like something not right. Can you go back over there? Can you just remove the kids? Because they still haven't been, this like maybe a week later after Bucks County police showed up. So this is the first week they showed up. Then the next week I call CPS and I'm like, please, you know, send somebody over there. Like,
let me ask you guys this. Do me a favor while y'all are watching. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Let's get a couple more thumbs up in here, okay? I want to know, did she do enough? Do you guys think that she did enough? She called, she reported to the police, she reported to CPS. What else could she have done? Do you guys think that she did enough as the family member? I want to know what you guys think, especially the people that watch this on the replay, the people that are watching right now. Not only hit the thumbs up, but let me know, type it in the chat. Did she do enough? She called CPS and called the police. Let's hear the rest of her story.
I don't think DJ has been to school in a week. I called them, so that was, okay, so that was 2 weeks ago then. February 3rd. So we found about this the weekend before February 3rd, because that's when the police showed up that week. And then the next week is when I called Child Protective Services. And then they just now getting back to me 3 weeks later. So yeah, this has been happening for a month. It took a month for this kind of religion to just jump off the deep end. Like whatever this was something that they allowed into their spirit from watching YouTube videos. They were seen watching YouTube videos and praying and speaking in different types of languages that wasn't considered to be, it was considered gibberish.
What the are you serious? You don't turn into a cult just all of a sudden out of nowhere, and she said in a month. Come on now. That takes time. That takes dedication. That takes a bunch. Wow. No freaking way. That's bullcrap. This has been probably going on for a long time. Lots of years.
It wasn't any kind of specific language, but it was gibberish. They were learning another language. They were saying that people around them were demons and devils if you weren't a part of what they believed in, which was Yah. They were saying that they were just saying all types of wild stuff and just kind of cutting us off. And we would ask DJ, we DM'd EJ like, DJ, are you okay? And he said yes. And I'm just like, if you're not okay, why didn't you tell us that you wasn't okay? Why didn't you tell us? Like, I don't know. Like, everybody kind of sharing guilt. We all feel like we should have done more. And I know Bucks County really feeling like they could have did more. But at the end of the day, spirits and that's nothing you can play with.
I have a question because you are watching this. This is an exclusive video, and I'm not going to tell y'all what this damn video is. But I have a question to ask. How many of you guys think that this is weird that she's telling this to us and giving details as to what actually happened in this heinous mass murder? But she's not giving this interview to the police, but she's giving this to the rest of the world. Y'all don't think that's a little bit odd? Why it's just like our people. We go to social media to put this information out there rather than going to the police and the authorities like we should be doing. She gonna go live and talk about this. Freaking weird.
It's nothing you can play with. Like, spirits is nothing you can play with. I wish I would have took my sage over there and saged down the door myself and took a plane up there. And I don't know. Everybody just feel like I feel like I wish I would have did more. And I just can't believe that this is reality. There's a GoFundMe account out that's not our account, that has nothing to do with our family.
You hear that? She said there's a GoFundMe, of course, because this family has all kind of issues. So, of course, people is dying and family is killing family. And yes, the family is asking for GoFundMe to fund the family that killed themselves. She wants the attention, bro. I think she does, bro. I think she want more than that. I think she probably wants a piece of that GoFundMe. What you think, Relationship Rehab? I might need to bring you in on this one. Listen again. Listen to this again.
It's nothing you can play with. Like, spirits is nothing you can play with. I wish I would have took my sage over there and saged down the door myself and took a plane up there. And I don't know. Everybody just feel like I feel like I wish I would have did more. And I just can't believe that this is reality. There's a GoFundMe account out that's not our account, that has nothing to do with our family.
And I also want to say this. You called it, you knew it, Elizabeth. I want you guys to notice. Don't you notice how animated she got when she got to talking about this fucking GoFundMe? Like she's entitled to a GoFundMe page, which is nothing more than crowdfunding that white people are giving black people for being hella irresponsible. He said, of course, she wants to GoFundMe money. Notice how animated she got. I'm going to back that up one more time. She's sitting there talking all calm, and they're in this cold. But that GoFundMe was not our accountant. We don't know who started that GoFundMe. Notice how mad she got. Watch again.
Play with. Like, spirits is nothing you can play with. I wish I would have took my sage over there and saged down the door myself. And
you notice how calm she is, right? Okay.
Took a plane up there. And I don't know. Everybody just feel like I feel like I wish I would have did more. And I just can't believe that this is reality. There's a GoFundMe account out that's not our account, that has nothing to do with our family.
Did she not get pissed off? Look at how calm this bride was. And then watch how she switched. Went from 0 to 100. Real quick, watch.
I wish I would have took my sage over there and saged down the door myself and took a plane up there. And I don't know. Everybody just feel like I feel like I wish I would have did more. And I just can't believe that this is reality. There's a GoFundMe account out that's not our account, that has nothing to do with our family. So if you want anything to do with the family, contact Damon Decree Sr. or his sister Shakira Decree. Like, don't put nothing into that GoFundMe. That is a false account.
Woo, she kind of scared me a little bit. Boy, she got serious about that GoFundMe, boy. Woo, man. Man. 0 to 100 real quick.
It's just wild.
And now she's back calm after we got done addressing the money. Come on, man. Seriously.
The next tip is be aware of what you allow into your spirit. When you get warning signs from God, act on them immediately, because
y'all don't notice how calm she got. And all of a sudden she got really calm. And now we're going to talk about the Bible and the spirits. And now we're going to talk about, the things that you should believe in and how you should live your life and all of these things. But when it comes to this goddamn GoFundMe, that is not the GoFundMe. Y'all need to get with the real people that got the GoFundMe and put it in his name and look for Junior's name and make sure it's on that GoFundMe. Make sure it's in the right name before y'all just gonna put money into this fake GoFundMe. But yeah, it's just really sad, the type of things that we go through. And, I don't really know what these people were thinking. And, oh, yeah. And, yeah, right? That's exactly the way it was. Let's keep going.
We knew stuff was going on, but we didn't know it was this weird. Like, we just never suspected this from them. I need to talk to Dominique. I'm trying to get in touch with the jails. I'm trying to figure out how I can go see her because I need to talk to her. I need to lay eyes on her. I need to know that she is okay. Like, she would never do this to her siblings. She loves her mom. This had to be, like, I know her mom.
What? No, she didn't. She just did like the chick did the other day, the story that we did yesterday. Literally just made an excuse and said, I need to lay eyes on her because I know she wouldn't do this. Really? Listen again. Listen to her again.
On, but we didn't know it was this weird. Like, we just never suspected this from them. I need to talk to Dominique. I'm trying to get in touch with the jails. I'm trying to figure out how I can go see her because I need to talk to her. I need to lay eyes on her. I need to know that she is okay. Like, she would never do this to her siblings. She loves her mom. This had to be, like, I know her mom has been through a lot and they protect their mom a lot.
Where my didn't do nothings at? Can we get a didn't do nothing in the chat? Where my didn't do nothings? My baby didn't do nothing. They would never do nothing like that, right? Can we get a hashtag didn't do nothing?
You get warning signs from God. Act on them immediately because we knew stuff was going on, but we didn't know it was this weird. Like, we just never suspected this from them. I need to talk to Dominique. I'm trying to get in touch with the jails. I'm trying to figure out how I can go see her because I need to talk to her. I need to lay eyes on her. I need to know that she is okay. Like, she would never do this to her siblings. She loves her mom.
She would never do this to her siblings. She would never didn't do nothing. Like, siblings don't fight and don't hate each other in moments of emotional rage. Come on now. Anybody that has siblings that have been through the fire with them, no, we didn't got real aggressive. Would never do nothing like that? Come on, that's kind of a far-fetched statement.
I'm trying to get in touch with the jails. I'm trying to figure out how I can go see her because I need to talk to her. I need to lay eyes on her. I need to know that she is okay. Like, she would never do this to her siblings. She loves her mom. This had to be, like, I know her mom has been through a lot and they protect their mom a lot, but I just...
They protect their mom from what? What are the kids protecting their mom from? That's another good question. What is the kids protecting the mom from?
Know that she is okay. Like, she would never do this to her siblings. She loves her mom. This had to be, like, I know her mom has been through a lot and they protect their mom a lot, but I just... If you want to contact the family or help the family anyway, reach out to Damon Decree or Shakira Decree. Like, don't, that group me that is actually on the news, GoFundMe is actually on the news. And
oh, Lord, come on, man. Holy shit. Every time she talk about this GoFundMe, did y'all not notice that she gets hella pissed off? She get to clapping her hands and her eyes rolled in the back of her skull, and then they roll back forward, back into her eyelids, and she opened up her eyelids, and she made that damn clap. Every time she talks about this GoFundMe, watch, this is the second time, how she's all calm, and she's just, we're talking about this, and just GoFundMe, shit, just GoFundMe.
If you want to contact the family or help the family anyway, reach out to Damon Decree or Shakira Decree.
And they ain't doing nothing but talking to you white people that'll keep continuing to keep funding these freaking non-insured Negroes. That's you white folks out there. This ain't black people. This is white folks. Straight up and down. There's no way these people are getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and this is black folks giving it to them? Bullshit. It's not. It's white people. Listen again.
Like, we just never suspected this from them. I need to talk to Dominique. I'm trying to get in touch with the jails. I'm trying to figure out how I can go see her, because I need to talk to her. I need to lay eyes on her. I need to know that she is okay. Like, she would never do this to her siblings. She loves her mom. This had to be, like, I know her mom has been through a lot and they protect their mom a lot, but if you want to contact the family or help the family anyway, reach out to Damon Decree or Shakira Decree. Like, don't, that group me that is actually on the news, GoFundMe is actually on the news, and it's false. It's fake. Finesse Tip, Lady T, the Finesse Queen, Toya M. Nelson, and I'm here to just tell you that be aware of what you allow in your spirit.
Be aware of these type of women that call themselves the Finesse Queens, her own words. I'll rewind it if you want me to before we get up out of here. This bitch just called herself the Finesse Queen. All while telling you guys which GoFundMe to donate and not to donate to. Can we please put this in the proper perspective for a moment before we get out of here? The Finesse Queen, the self-titled Finesse Queen, just told you guys about a GoFundMe, which seems to be her primary concern, because that's where the elevated level of rage comes from. She goes into this thing called primal rage. We might have to start using that. She went into primal rage about this GoFundMe, but was so calm throughout the rest of this thing. But listen, as she calling herself the Finesse Queen.
It's actually on the news, and it's false. It's fake. Finesse Tip, Lady T, the Finesse Queen, Toya M. Nelson.
The Finesse Queen, you heard that?
And I'm here to just tell you, it's actually on the news, and it's false. It's fake. Finesse Tip, Lady T, the Finesse Queen, Toya M. Nelson.
Finesse Tip, the Finesse Queen.
And I'm here to just tell you that be aware of what you allow in your spirit. That's when it comes to music. That's when it comes, when these rappers talking about dancing with the devil and playing, oh, I'm racing a car devil. Like, nah, none of that. And when you watching certain things on YouTube, be conscious of what your family, your friends watching on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, they was adults, but like, even kids, like I seen an article the other day that
she just realized what she said didn't even make sense. She's like, but they were adults though. Listen again. Oh my God. She needs a script.
With the devil and playing, oh, I'm racing a car devil. Like, nah, none of that. And when you watching certain things on YouTube, be conscious of what your family, your friends watching on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, they was adults, but like...
Did you notice that? She said, well, oh no, they were adults though. You goddamn right. Most of them were. Meaning, even you realized at that moment, which is why you stopped talking about it, because you realized that adults should be held responsible for the choices and decisions that they make, the type of content that they ingest, and the way that they treat their own children. Because there should not ever be any level of letting a person get out of responsibility. We should all be held accountable for the actions and choices and decisions that we make, especially when it comes to our youth.
Even kids, like I seen an article the other day that said like halfway through a video it show you how to turn on the oven while your parents are asleep. Like it's just all types of crazy stuff on YouTube these days.
And all kinds of crazy parents raising kids by themselves with no man in the house. Could be a problem. But you're not going to talk about that, Finesse Queen.
You got to be conscious of what you allow into your spirit.
You got to be conscious about what you allow to crawl between your legs. That might get me flaggied. I'm going to say that again. You might want to be more aware of what you let crawl between your legs. How about being aware of that? How about being aware of who you procreate with? How about being aware of the neighborhoods that you live in? How about being aware of the education that you have? How about being aware of the fact that you might need a job and maybe you need to behave a certain way, dress a certain way, act a certain way? Maybe you need to be aware of how you conduct your speech patterns, maybe because it could affect you to the point to where you don't sound hood and ghetto, or you do sound hood and ghetto. Maybe these are things we need to think about. Maybe you need to think about the fact that how we dress and our fashion shouldn't matter as much as what we own and what we possess, and how we're able to take care of our children going forward, as far as having life insurance, as far as education, as far as investing in a real future for the children, rather than investing in things that are going to disappear within a small amount of time. Maybe that's something we should be aware of.
I'ma just end it with that. Peace.
Peace, finesse queen. Let's go ahead and get up out of here, guys. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining this show. I'm going to give you guys my last thoughts and my 2 cents. Microcosm. Microcosm. This is yet another microcosm that our children are being subjected to in the black community because of the fact that we continue to have no real leadership in the black community. If the women have the power in the black community, then sisters, I'm asking for you guys to relinquish your power. Give the power back to the men. We need it. We need a change, and we need a change fast, because the only ones that are suffering are our children and us. We are continuing to take each other out while they say that it's the white man that we should fear, but it's us that are doing all the damage here to ourselves. And we need to continue to speak out against this thing and understand what the real dangers and realities are in the black community. That is, fatherlessness is the thing that is harming us the most. It is the most pertinent thing to the black community. It's the thing that we control, and we can stop that at any point in time, and we can fix that and make it better at any point in time. If I'm speaking to your heart right now, you guys make sure to say something in the comment section. Speak in the live chat. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the show. This is what we stand for. We advocate for children first. We mean this thing, we live this thing, and we continue to try to keep preaching a message that we believe is the right one. All right. I want to say thank you guys so much, not only for donating to the show, but thank you guys for being here and watching live. Thank everybody. We're out. Peace.